Alright, I'm going to do a little video on breakfast. I'm cooking breakfast again. I usually do that for Carrie and I around 9 every morning. Probably around 7 we eat a bowl of cantaloupe and honeydew, green melon, not sure what you call it. I think it's called honeydew. But so this morning I'm going to cook the same breakfast as yesterday. So I've got a chicken breast. I had two yesterday. We'll each eat a half. Got some jalapeno, freshly out of the garden. Part of an onion. Some cut up bell peppers, different colors. Some mushrooms. Some cage-free eggs. And then, so I'll do that. So I'll cook the chicken. I'll put all this together with the eggs. Yesterday I just threw the eggs on top. Some days I scramble the eggs and make a scramble. And then with the strawberry, the blueberries, and a banana, I'm going to make a mash. So I'm going to let this run while I talk. I'm going to set this up and see if you can see it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the chicken cooking. It doesn't take long. 5 minutes on each side, covered with a little bit of moisture in there. And some olive oil. Found it. Alright, so I'm going to use a little pan. I'm going to take my organic chicken. I think it's organic. Out of the package. Kind of messy. Alright. I'm gonna washing my hands. I'm gonna put the pan on like medium low heat. I'm going to drizzle it with some olive oil. It's the kind of oil paleo people cook with typically. So not a lot of oil, just a little bit. And then once that heats up, I'm going to throw that chicken on there and get it going. Again, 5 minutes on each side, and it'll be a moist one. All right, so then let me show you what I do with the veggies. Get rid of the fruit for a minute because that'll be last. All right, so my vegetables. Take a handful of mushrooms. This is for two of us, just a handful. I'm gonna wash. All right, those are washed. And I'm just gonna dice them. They really shrink down when you cook them, but for two of us, this will be plenty of food for breakfast. Again, we both had some melon already, and we both drink AG1 Athletic Greens. We both drink 8 ounces of that a day. I usually drink it either right before I eat or right after I eat. I haven't had any yet. I don't drink coffee. I drink herbal tea with no caffeine when I first get up, just because I like something hot. And then after I've been up for about 30 minutes, I drink some tea. Has a little caffeine. It has shoot, don't have my glasses, but it has like 50 milligrams, which is a cup of coffee is a 90, so it's about half the caffeine. Just need a little caffeine. So anyway, I've diced the mushrooms. Push those aside. I'm gonna take this onion that I've been cutting on for 3 days. I know I probably waste a lot of food the way I cook. But Carrie throws it all outside in the garden. So my oil over there is starting to get hot. That's plenty for today. Alright, so let's shift over. I'm pretty good at doing a couple things. And we're going to take our piece of chicken. Put a lid on it that covers it like that. Not a perfect lid, but we'll set the timer for 5 minutes. It's on 2, so it's gonna get to cooking. Okay, we'll come back over here. We're gonna dice onions. You can use any onion you want, whatever you prefer. Some days I use like the little thin green onions. Most days I like the sweet onion. Once in a while I use a purple onion. Carrie's not a big fan of the purple onion. I kind of like it in salad, so if we end up eating 3 meals a day, like we probably will today, because it's only, I don't know, it's 10. I mean, this is typical breakfast lunch for us. So we had melon this morning, we'll have this, and then eat some fruit, watermelon, cherries maybe, around 1, and then we'll eat dinner. Kind of eat dinner late because we do a lot of work outside for our other, well, for us, we're planting vegetables and recording all that on our other YouTube channel. Alright, so I got onions, mushrooms, take a handful of already diced bell peppers, maybe more than a handful, I guess. I'll use this container, and I either buy these containers already diced like this, they're about $4, or if I'm feeling good, I'll just buy peppers and cut them, and I'll get 4 times that amount for that price. So I'm going to dice them a little bit too, because they came a little thick this time. It doesn't take long to cook once you dice them. So alright. Then I'm going to take this jalapeno. Now, this jalapeno is grown here. It's not real hot. So if I buy a jalapeno at the store and it's real hot, I cut the middle out. This one is not real hot, but you can see the seeds. So I'm guessing it's going to get hotter the closer I get to the center of it. So I'm actually going to cut the middle out. So I like them. Carrie doesn't like it so spicy. So again, if I buy them at the store and they're grown not in my garden, they're hotter. I don't know why that is, but they are. I usually cut the middles out all the time, trying to get as many seeds as I can out. Unless I'm just cooking for me, then I just cook it all because I like the flavor of it. Alright, so then I'm going to dice it up. My chicken over there is cooking good. I can hear it. We're down to 1:42. I'll show you when I flip it how juicy it is. I'm going to dice this good for her. Alright, so that's the veggies we're going to use today. And today when I go to the store, I need some more onion. No, I got 2 onions on the counter. I need some more mushrooms. I need some bell peppers. I actually have 3 different color bell peppers in the fridge, so I actually don't need them. I just need to cut them today. Alright, all this we're going to save because Carrie's going to put it in her pile outside and it's going to decompose. It's going to be good stuff. All right, and I kind of clean up as I go along. So give me one. And we typically have a scramble like this each day. Sometimes I'll do a real lean meat and just fry a couple eggs, or maybe no eggs and just veggies. All depends. But I had that piece of chicken left over, so we're going to do eggs and we're going to do a scramble today. All right, let's check out the chicken. Let me show you what's going on over there. All right, so chicken is cooking good. Again, I got a lid over it, so it's got moisture inside. And you're going to hear something in just a second. That's the timer. So let's kill it. And then I'm going to take the lid off, flip it, and go 5 more minutes. And when I'm doing that, we're going to shift to over here. So I'm going to get a little pan. Same thing. Just a little bit of olive oil. Get the fire going on it. I'm going to start a little high. All right, just to warm it up. While I'm doing that, we're going to do a scramble today. So yesterday was pretty good. I cooked the eggs on top. Turned out real good, but today we're going to do a scramble, and we save our eggshells because eggshells do a lot in the garden. Right, calcium. I don't know what else I do. My wife can tell you, but I'm not allowed to throw eggshells away. We save them. She crushes them. She uses them all over the place. So we're doing 5 eggs today. She gets 2, I get 3. I might eat too many eggs. My cholesterol level is not high from the rest of the paleo diet I do. But I might eat too many eggs. That's why I don't do eggs every day. Alright, so we're going to scramble the eggs up. Just whip them. Again, these eggs are a little more spendy than just a carton of eggs. They're cage-free, no antibiotics. They're pretty close to having your own chickens. They're a little bit different because they've been cleaned. So they're not going to last as long as an egg that your chickens created. But I don't have any chickens yet. My neighbor across the street does. And they produce a bunch of eggs. But she used to give us some. I was kind of scared of the goop on the outside, but I've learned to like them. They're a little richer in color. Alright, so that's enough of that. I'm going to go over here. And hot water. I'm going to let hot water run over the eggs for a while, and I'll come back and clean them. Alright, my pan's hot. Having a couple camera issues. Sorry about that. Alright, so it's hot, so I'm going to turn it way down. And spread the oil around. I really only need the oil for the eggs. But now we're going to cook the vegetables down. I guess it wasn't that hot. Hot enough. Alright, so I got vegetables in there. And we're going to cook them for a few minutes. That's a lot of veggies today. Should have only done 4 eggs because that's more than her and I will eat today. All right, while that's cooking, I got 1 minute left of my chicken. But let me show you the next thing I'm going to do. Got some comments yesterday that this looked like someone threw up, but it's good stuff. I'm gonna do an apple mash tomorrow. But this banana is pretty ripe. I'm not a big fan of real ripe bananas unless I do this. So I'm gonna just put some bananas in here, and I'm gonna mash them. My chicken's gonna be done in 30 seconds. I'll stir my vegetables in a minute. But so I mash these real good. Make a little banana mash. It's super sweet. It's kind of like the dessert with breakfast, but it's all paleo. Okay, so they're smashed good. All right, that means my chicken's done. So let's go over here. Let's look at the chicken. It's looking good. Looking real good. Yeah, it's done. So we're gonna put that on back there. Turn the timer off. Come over here and stir our veggies that are cooking down. Again, with the bell peppers being kind of thick, you gotta cook these a little bit longer so they soften up. Unless you like hard, crunchy bell peppers. With eggs, I kind of like it the texture a little soft, so that could go another minute or two. While we're washing our eggs. I usually have really hot water here. I think my pilot light on my, alright, so those are washed. I got a container over there, those are going to go in while we're cooking everything. Wash the cutting board down. I'll come back and wash it, but I'm going to go over here and cut a strawberry. And then, rather than mix in blueberries, I'm just going to top it with blueberries. So, you'll see that. Alright, so let's get a strawberry washed. Stir my veggies. They're about done. They're ready for the eggs. So, let me... Alright, so we're going to do thin slices. Yesterday I really chopped these. I don't think you need to do that. Alright, and then I'm going to put some sliced almonds. I should have chopped those strawberries more. The sliced almonds on top. And then I'm going to add, I'm not going to mash, but I'm going to add a little handful of blueberries. Wash them. That I'll scoop out. And we'll have a little sweetness with breakfast. Alright, let's go do the eggs now because it's ready. Vegetables are cooked down. They're all moist. Mushrooms have released their juice. Onions aren't hard. So just pour over the eggs. Wash that. Alright, so chicken's done. Eggs are almost done. Planning of flowers. Alright, so I'm probably not the best at this. I probably stir them too much. Carrie does not like the textures of omelets. And so I made them a couple days, and she told me I really don't like the texture of them. So I quit doing omelets. Yesterday was cool. I just popped 5 eggs on top of all the vegetables, put a lid on it. They cooked medium. Had a little moisture, had a little juice in the eggs. They were good. So this will cook in a matter of a minute or two. So what I'm gonna do, going to use our child plates just because they have 3 spots. I'm going to take this chicken, cut it in half. Perfectly cooked, moist, yummy. So we each get a half a breast of chicken, and that's not like the breast you would buy in a big bag that's full of antibiotics and the size of a thigh, of a man's thigh. Those are small breasts, cage-free, no antibiotic chicken. Same thing with these eggs. I already told you that. Trying to eat clean. This is all part of the paleo deal. We cheat a little bit. Like every couple of days we might have part of a chocolate bar, or our real weakness is an ice cream sandwich. So there's a little cheating going on here and there, but not enough to hurt. We definitely don't eat bread. We do get meals. We get a couple of meals a week from HelloFresh. We try and order the mostly paleo free. Last night meal was yummy, but it did have a little bit some rice. I ate just a little bit of the rice, but I think last night was chicken and maybe some sriracha and some veggies. Man, it was good. Alright, so these eggs are looking good, looking juicy. Let's cook them a little more so we don't get poisoning. Could have cooked them a little higher on heat, but she doesn't like it when it's cooked on a high heat. She likes the texture without all that side stuff you get when it's cooked on high heat. But it's they're done. They look good. Hopefully that looks good to you. Alright, so I'm going to shift over here to plate all this. Again, fancy plasticware. That's how we roll. Had these for our kids. Our kids are adults. Like, one's almost 30. We've had these plates a while. They don't like their food touching. They're just convenient for us. No need for fine china on the farm. The farm. We live in a neighborhood, suburban. We live in a normal neighborhood. Alright, so we got a whole lot of chicken today. We got chicken breast, eggs, veggies. And then, let's try and do this where it doesn't look as bad as it did yesterday. This is all new to me, but it's just a little sweetness to go along with our breakfast. Alright, there you have it. Full paleo meal. 25 minutes from start to finish. Yummy, yummy.